morning, heroes, and welcome back to our Runemaster. Homie is doing fantastic. We're going to do some disenchanting real fast just to see if we can get that extra level there. Get rid of all these greens. We need to head off and finish the Tribes of War. We need to do Ishmael and the Weapons of Choice quest. We're almost to the point where we can go to Stone Talon and start doing those quest lines, so just want to get rid of all the greens that we can in case we decide to do some more enchants for ourselves.
Looking for something
Browse
special?
goods. Let's get rid of everything else here. There was an update, so be prepared for things to run a little sluggish. I didn't see anything on our end that would cause it to necessarily like why it would do that, or like why this server specifically went down for that, because there wasn't really a reason for it. Nothing changed with our server, so I don't know why we would have an update for it, but there apparently was. Nothing in the changelog, nothing as to why Rexxar was down for maintenance, but it is what it is. Let's mount up, it'll be a little bit faster. I'm gonna try to do Ishmael first this morning, and then we'll go from there. Did we get the... We did. Okay. Well, where does it say we need to go with it? Right there. That's why I wanted to go here, because if we ran down there, we were having to run all the way back up here anyway. And, like, they only give you, like, a 30-minute timer to do it, so... I was like, meh. That's a Dungeon quest, if I remember correctly. We may go in there and see if there's anything in that cave. I don't remember if there was. Like, I know we checked it out on Bronzebeard at one point, but I can't remember if there's anything back there. Okay, here's the tree. Okay. Get to go turn this in. Before, I mean, we'll turn this in because he's going to give us another quest anyway. To go talk to some other lady to go do another hunt quest. So we'll see.
Well met. Walk with the earth.
Now we got thunder lizards. Alright, so as far as Tribes of War go, we still need Geomancers, which are on the very far end of this area. Geomancers, 1 of 3. Two of 3. Ooh. There we go. Let's go finish getting the Geomancers. I want to try and complete everything that we can north of town before we start heading south. We are about to hit level 23, which is nice. This is usually round about the point where our other characters have died. Usually between like level 18 and 20, 24, somewhere in that ballpark. With the exception of our Stormbringer, which did really, really well. So this class is doing really, really well, which is what I like. We just need to come take out a bunch of Geomancers. We need 4 more Geomancers, and then we're done with that quest too. Level 23. There's our last Geomancer. Okay. Now we can head back down, turn all this stuff in. Let's see here. Runic Brand now applies 3 stacks. Okay. Attunement of Water active. We get more mana back for our auto attacks. Ancient Warrior reduces the cooldown of Fist of Ancients by 2 seconds whenever... Y'all, I'm trying to read my abilities. Whenever you use Rune Blade or Primordial Blast. And don't we have a skill that just like automatically fires off Primordial Blast? No, it's Elemental Burst. Never mind. My Runic Brand. Now applies 3 stacks. Sure. We'll go that route, I guess.
How? Be careful. Go. I've been expecting.
Ashen Veil and Malorson's Wound. Thunder Bluff, don't care.
We shall meet again. How may I aid you?
Our vendors seem to be lacking in things.
Go in peace.
So maybe it's a good thing we bought all that food yesterday. We are looking for a winged nope rope. Could you imagine if snakes really had wings like in real life? That's a big fat no on my part. Also, this thing doesn't beat its wings fast enough to stay afloat. Just FYI. Okay. And then we turn this in, and now we'll get the quest to go back over towards Ratchet.
Greetings.
35, yes.
Winds be at your back.
So now he wants us to go over here to Mayrin Skyseer. We'll do that here in a minute. We're going to go down and finish all this. But you go over to Myron, and then she tells you to come down here along the coastline and take out something. That one's usually pretty rough. So we are going to head south, take out more of the Razor Mains. We are also going to be looking for the weapons of choice. As you can see, that's a higher level quest there. Go talk to her. Level 27, and we're level 23. And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, buff up. Oh. This guy has a Kodo quest. It's really, really dumb. And takes way too long to do. So I never do his quest either. Because he's like, I need you to go grab these Kodos, right? And then you gotta drag them back. And you have to do it one at a time. And it's just not worth it. Like, to put it plainly, it's just not worth it. The XP versus the amount of time it takes, not worth it. We are going to stay off the road a little bit here. There are elites, a pack of 4 of them, the rare elites, that will wander this road. And we're on hardcore. There is no way we're taking them down by ourselves. They have a ton of health. They do a ton of damage. They are just not worth fighting solo. If you've got a group of at least, I'd say 3, one of which being a healer, then go for it. We are going to pick up his quest. The fact that he walks so far up here, when his quest is so way down there, crazy. Okay, here's where the bristlebacks are. They are in this ginormous area right here. We are looking for weapons as well as specific enemies over here. I have died a handful of times here just because of the way AI works. Because at least one of them is in an area with, like, let's see, you gotta keep that one. There's one of them that's there with, like, a bunch of invisible people, and so it makes it a little rough. This guy right here just hits like a truck. Well, I don't want to fight him when he's got so much crap around him. Woo! Alright, we don't need any more Pathfinders, because we've already got that one. We need the Wand and the War Shield. That's what I thought. Get a lot of different things that we don't need. But I gotta take out these seers, and I gotta take out the warrior ones in order to get the shield. And it is not a guaranteed drop. Okay, got the wand, so now we just need the war frenzies for the shield. There's the shield. Now let's go invis, and we're gonna go take out the last skull that we need up there. I honestly think Reaper would probably be doing a lot better here than the Runemaster. The only reason why we're running Runemaster Melee, though, is because the Spellcaster requires Spirit, and we don't have any Spirit here. Alright. Pop that. Nope. Hit the wrong button. Okay, we'll heal up real quick. No reason to sit to heal. Just use a bandage. And then for us, we pop open one of these delicious here orange bubblers. Okay. I mean, we might as well run across and do that quest. Let's go. Oh, dang it. I was gonna go stealth. Go stealth so we can get out of here somewhat. Actually. Nah. Could have sworn there was. Maybe it's a mystic enchant that's there. There is an elite. We saw him just a minute ago. But there is one that wanders around here. I want to say he's like level 26, 27, something of that nature. Wasati Pane. I want to say he's a hunt quest. No, I think he's a challenge quest where you have to come out here before like level 21 and take him out. And now we get to go all the way down here. Take out a whole bunch of dudes down here in this little pit area. Whatever you want to call that. Ooh, I see a sparkly. There we go. World forged item. Know what that means? Free money. Take that, Lord, what's your face? Starting to get plenty of wool. Oh, gotta keep that silk cloth too, because our first aid is on silk now. See? The wool we use for tailoring now. Oh, this could be bad. We'll go ahead and do a full heal. That was not the buttons I wanted. Would you like groaning for that? Hey, stop parrying me, bud. It's not nice. These guys are a little rough. There's a level 24 rare right there. snap. I want to know where that level 24 wanders, because if we can get him all by himself, we'll try and take him out. So we're done with the foreman. We just need these guys now. Where the heck did that guy go? There he is. He's like standing over there all by his lonesome. Problem is I'm gonna have to hit that guy. Maybe nope, he moved. Where'd he go? All right, he's on the move. See if we can find a spot where he's just far enough away from everything. Got him. Not bad. Then there's a dude over here. Prospector. What's his face? We gotta take him out. And we took more damage from those two than we did anybody else. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright. Now we gotta get out of here so we can turn that in and then run all the way up to Camp Taurajo and turn those quests in. Or actually, we'll probably come and do all the quests that are over on this side first so that we're not having to run back down and then do a bunch. Because once we finish this and Camp Taurajo, like, once we finish this dude's quest line and the stuff here, we're going to Stone Talon, so long as we're still alive. Weird. This guy can basically be anywhere on this dang road because he wanders so far. Oh, there's one of the elites, which means the other three are going to be near it. Unless somebody killed one? Or did they change it, instead of having 4, there's just the 1 now?
What brings you here?
I mean, I don't see the others. So unless their UIs are invisible or stacked on top of this person. Okay. We're gonna try it. Worst case scenario, we can go in biz. Got that one. Weird. Somebody must have been out here and took out the other 3, potentially. Or they changed how many are over down here. Maybe they thought 4 was just too ridiculous. Level 24. Alright, so we could go with phase out now increases our movement speed. We already have the primary stats, so we're good there. We could go with Rune of Ice so that we could get this. Allows 40% of our mana regeneration to continue while in combat. Granite Resolve we could go with. Yeah, we'll grab that because it's going to give us access to these two anyway. And then we can pick up, I would say doing focusing crystals would probably be better because that might mean we can move out of Attunement of Water. So, I don't know. Why is that not working? Enchantment required level 28. Seriously? No, it's just glitched, I guess. I want to run... Oh, no. It still says enchantment requires level 28. What the heck, bro? Oh, we gotta come back down here and beat up that guy that we already beat up. What is this? Oh, Granite Resolve. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put that down here because we're never using this. Like, it doesn't do enough damage to really matter. And up here's where we want to go for all of the this. Ooh, I hit sister is awake. We will, tomorrow, there will not be a stream, I don't think. It just depends on what's going on, when I get off work tomorrow. But most likely what I'll do is probably work on getting another build video out for you guys. It will be another one for the, what you call it? The, Stormbringer. Because I am still working on trying to get the other builds figured out for myself. Stormbringer, because I play it the most, it makes sense to me. I know what I'm doing, all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and heal up. So I'll probably work on getting another build video out for you guys tomorrow. We may stream, just, it really kind of boils down to what's all going on tomorrow. Okay. I don't know why, but that guy parried literally everything we were trying to hit him with. How ridiculous. And the problem is like, I can't, it doesn't say he's supposed to be an elite. Look at this. wonder if it's because this is glitched. So let's just go with, we'll just go with another fire then. We just need a little bit more sodium nitrate. Let's see if we can take out this officer. I don't know if I want to risk it while I'm waiting for that to come off cooldown, so I'm just going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. There we go. I'm not sure why that officer took like 0 damage, but we made him go kaputs. So, quest complete. Man, I tell you what. Those orange bubblers, man. They are delicious. Hello, Gran. Gan, not Gran.
Ancestors watch over you.
Now he wants us to go blow up a plane. Highly suspect here, my guy. Ooh. Got an enchant there. There's that wand. We gotta make sure we don't accidentally sell it. There's the shield. We do have the runed scroll. Can turn that quest in. Quest item, quest item, quest item. I don't know what gave us the dig rat though. I still think it's a missed opportunity that should explode and launch you. Like, you should be able to click it, like, while you're standing on this side here. Click it, and it just bop you back this way. You know what I mean? I don't know what the kind of coding has to be done for that, but I feel like that would probably be your best bet. Alright, so there's a quest here called Beagly the Exalted. That, I think, is a dungeon quest. And that takes you to Freedom Post. I could be wrong. That could be a quest in Thousand Needles. The two options, though, that we have for continuing on is we could go to Stone Talon or we could go to Dustwallow Marsh. I think Stone Talon would probably be our best bet. A lot of running around, though, in Stone Talon. Did he make it back up this way? I wasn't paying attention to the minimap. Hello, Gan. Where you at, buddy? I don't know how far down this way you can walk. There he is. Gan, wait for us, my dude. We blew up that plane for you.
Peace.
Wait, stop. There we go.
Be careful.
Alright. Now we just need to go back here and then fly over here. So what we're actually going to do, because I don't feel like running that. Got a whole bunch of questies to turn in. This takes us up to Crossroads. I love the horde music.
Go forth to victory.
What? Hey, don't move.
May your blades never dull.
And then we can't do his next quest because it takes us into a dungeon, if I remember correctly. So even if we were high enough level to do it. Now we're going to talk to Flight Master. We're going to go up this way. Where's the ruined scroll want me to go? In the Northern Guard Tower in Barrens.
Well met. Farewell.
I guess it's two of these quests. Can I read the quest? This is visual lunar scrolls wrapped tightly with a silvery ribbon. You're sure someone would be interested in seeing this, but who? There's an outpost close to Ashenvale border to the north, and if the information on the scroll involves the Night Elves, this would be the place to take it. So it's in Ashenvale? It is. Ugh. Nope. Abandon. We're not doing Ashenvale. I hate Ashenvale. It's arguably the worst place to do quests. Because, like, here's the thing with Ashenvale. So, you pick up a quest here, and this dude wants you to run over here, and way over here to turn stuff in. And then you come over here and you pick up quests, and it's like, oh, we need you to go over here, and then over here, then over here, and go through a cave, and do some stuff over here. And it's like, nothing is near each other. You're constantly running. And then several of the quests require you to basically go through Alliance territory. They're about 1034.
For the horde.
So it's just terrible. Up to 7 gold, love it. Yeah, all the vendors are bugged. Look, all their inventory is janked out.
For the horde.
I don't know if it's an issue with the mod.
Loktar.
Everything else is working just fine, so it's got to be something that happened during the update. So hopefully that gets fixed. It's just a wee cold today. We had a storm front roll through last night. So it's just a wee cold today. Alright, and Now, we need to get all the way down here. There's two simple ways to do it. If you're running it from Camp Tarajo, you can literally just run down these mountains and through everybody to get to her. Or you can do what we did, where we fly here and you just run like we're going to go do these quests back this way. Because she's like right over that way. She's not that far off. I want to track your quest. There it is. Yeah, see? Oop, oop, oop. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's caused all of the vendors to bug out. And there we go. Now the other thing too is I don't know if we can complete this quest. We are going to give it a shot.
Walk with the earth.
We're level 24. This thing is 3 levels ahead of us. I wonder if we should just go on land and stealth. That's what I do. I think we could take the thing, but I don't know. So far, we've been doing really good on taking out targets that are slightly above us. Plus, we have phase out. So, if this thing starts doing mass damage to us, we just pop phase out and get away from it, and be like, nope, can't do that quest at this level. You know? And I'm gonna be honest, there's really no reason for us to do the quest. It doesn't really lead us into anything else, aside from going to Thunderbluff to tell them that we've taken out all these super targets, or whatever, if I remember correctly, but... There it is. Level 27. You are 3 levels ahead of me, bud. We're gonna try. Alright, let's start from stealth. Pop this. Oh, we don't have any of our buffs on. Hold on. I didn't realize it had been that long. Alright, we'll wait for stealth to come back up. That's actually a really good enchant for our weapons. Question is if I put an enchant on this, do I still get fire graving? Since this was listed as an enchant? No, only this was showing as an enchant. That's weird. Hello? There we go. Ah! Dang it. Look at that. I was worried for nothing. Even with the stupid glitch that that guy has, we took it out no problem. Mount back up. I'm gonna try to go back up over all of these little hills. Just because going over land is so much easier than trying to swim. If we were one of the classes that had the ability to not have to swim, like, for example, the Stormbringer or the Templar, having the ability to just run on water permanently, by the way, with the Templar, which is insane, this wouldn't be an issue. Come on. So far, I'm super liking the Runemaster. I mean, it's doing plenty of damage. I'm not sure how well it's going to hold up in terms of getting to level 60 as a melee. I don't like the fact that Spellcaster needs Spirit. Again, if we weren't running heirloom gear, getting Spirit gear probably wouldn't be a giant pain. Go stealth. Thank you. Probably wouldn't be a giant pain if we were just using gear that we could craft for ourselves that was leather. But the fact that we just don't have anything that gives us a ton of Spirit, it makes it very difficult to want to do the Spellcaster. At some point, I'll swap back over to the Spellcaster just so we can see kind of roundabout what it is. But yeah, so that's all the quests, by the way. So we are technically done with the Barrens. You can see that there's like some quests, a lot of them we can't do in hardcore. So what we want to do now is we want to get back over to Crossroads because we're going to run down this road and start the quests here in Stone Talon. I thought about going here for, you know, a hot second, but the problem with doing this one is that's 35 versus 15. So, like, this is the next area for us, technically, at our level. And that's kind of what I was explaining a couple streams ago, too, is the way leveling works is, yes, we are scaling everything to us, right? But each zone still has an optimal level for questing. This right here is 15 to 60, so we're still good there. This is 18. Again, I hate Ashenvale. Down here is 25, so this would be a little bit challenging for us, but kind of on point. I hate doing Thousand Needles because it requires you to take a stupid elevator to get anywhere and do anything. So I don't like doing it. So we are going to fly to the Crossroads, and then we'll, oop, that was not what I wanted to click. That's what I wanted to click. Oh, that's raw, and this is cooked. Got it. So. Let's see here. Let's throw up a poll today. Let's see, Reaper, Templar, or what else sounds good? There we go. Okay. Let's empty out the bag here real quick. There's not a whole lot in it, but we'll go ahead and empty it out. We'll spend a couple minutes here trying to get some enchanting done. Let's see. Bracers of stamina. We could do beast slaying. Let's do that. Create. It's not often that we get any weapon enchants. Okay, look at that. Minor Beast Slayer on both. So now they have a really neat aura aside from just having the fire aura plus the weapon aura. So, nice. Bracers of stamina. What do I have on my bracers right now? +1 stamina? Okay. So we'll go ahead and just keep enchanting that for right now. Because that one's relatively cheap. I want to see if we can do enough profession stuff to level up real quick. Right, that turned yellow. Okay, shield with stamina, minor beast slayer, minor striking. What's the difference? Oh, wow. This does 2 additional points of damage, but only specifically against beasts. This just does 1 additional point of damage and is more expensive. That's crazy. Shield with stamina. We don't use shields. Two-handed weapon with impact. Deals 2 additional points of damage, which is fine. Bracers with agility on it. Agility is our primary stat. So if we wanted to drop some health, we'll do that. Why not? Because now I could do lesser health on the chest, right? I think lesser health gives us more health anyway. Gives us 15 points of health versus 5. So we gain 10 additional health. And then I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing agility until it turns yellow. Do we have anything on our cloak? +1 to all resistances. That's armor. Okay. Look at that. Front hand hit rating is doing fantastic. Requires a silver rod we don't have. This is where enchanting is going to be a giant pain. I'm going to have to see if I can buy a silver rod in order to enchant it from a copper to a silver rod. So that's where we're going to run into a major issue here shortly. That gives us 20 armor. We'll do it instead of 1 to all resist. Because that's not helping us right now. Requires a silver rod, silvered rod. So anything above chest of health requires a silver rod. we go. Lesser striking, so now 2 points of damage. And Chest of Lesser Absorption has a 5% chance per hit of giving you 25 points of damage absorption, which is meh. But look at that. Got enchanting all the way up to a whopping 140. So we can drop enchanting. Let's go here. We want to go create all for wood, wool. And then see what we can make. Okay, so we can make 4 of those. This will definitely level us. We need 191, so we make 2 more shoulders and we level. Since we're getting 100 XP per. There we go, just need 91 XP left. And that's the whole reason I was using this. Was to try and get... There we go, leveled up. Expert Tailor, Bolt of Silk. Oof. Won't be doing anything on that. Jeez. Yeah, we'll still be working on bolts and woolen for a while. But we let's see. I mean, if it's already yellow, I think we just get a couple points. And we'll be able to get heavy silken. Okay. All right. Sadly, this is why enchanters need a blacksmith and a miner. Because it's easier to make the rods than find somebody that will sell you a rod after making it. But it is what it is. All right. Let's see. Don't care about that. Reduces the cooldown just so that I can pop this more often. Or this gives it more damage. I think if we go here, this will allow us to get everything on this row if necessary. So that's what we're going to do. Now, to talk about the next row real quick as we run along the road. So there's Alteration. Runic Brand has a 33% chance to transform, if I could stop moving the mouse, your Primordial Blast into new unique spell based on your current active attunement. Each of which scales with modifiers to Primordial Blast. So, if this is going to be our big thing, this is what we want to do. So, Ignis. Launch a fire missile at an enemy, dealing 170 fire damage and increasing the effectiveness of brands unleashed through your weapon engravings by 10% for 6 seconds. Hydros. Launch a water missile at an enemy, dealing 179 frost damage and reducing the duration of root and slows on you by 25% for 6 seconds. Lithos. It's going to be Earth. Launch an Earth missile at an enemy, dealing 179 nature damage and reducing the damage taken by 5% for 6 seconds. And then Stratus, that's your air. Launch a wind missile at an enemy, dealing 192 astral damage and increasing your attack speed by 5% for 6 seconds. So that right there is way better. It's 192 damage versus 179 for the others. So it would behoove us to go ahead and change all of our weapon engraving to air when we get that. Because it says Runic Brand has a 33% chance to transform your Primordial Blast into a unique spell based on your current active attunement. No. So we would want to go Attunement of Air. And then potentially move these back over to water. So we're going to test this out real quick. And then move this over to air.
Greetings.
What brings you here?
Okay. Here we go. Their quests. First one is here. Then there's one way over here. Whole bunch of... I mean, you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff for us to do relatively quickly. Here in... Stone Talon Mountains. So. I think we've had one... it was on Bronzebeard. Okay, still getting plenty of mana. I like the fact that we also get to run faster while in Attunement of Air. Increases movement speed by 20% and gives you a 20% chance to resist movement and parrying effects. So, doesn't really help us in combat as such. It's good for PvP. I'm not sure why they just stood still. Like, that was weird. This could get us killed just with the amount of people that are over here. Did I, like, freeze you in place? I'm taking damage. Oh, nope. They, like, stand still and don't do anything. Are they throwing crap at me? Is that what's going on? I think they are. I think they just sit there and throw things at me until I get too close. I see a World Forged item over there. We're gonna stealth over. Ruffians, mercenaries. So the ruffians will run at me. The mercenaries try to throw crap at me. Heal up, because I'm about to have to take on 3 people. We're going to take on the mercenary first, and then worry about the ruffians. Okay. My sound was wonky. What was that? Need 3 more. There's way too much up over there to deal with. Those are all mercenaries. Ruffian. We gotta be careful, because, like, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to take all those guys out. But the problem is there's Sorcerer and a whole bunch of other stuff right there. Is there anywhere else I can go to get Ruffians? It says there could be a couple out this way. As long as they're by themselves, it'll be alright. Like, I'm just trying not to purposely die, because, like, I feel like at a certain point you guys look at that when I do die and be like, oh, he did that on purpose. It's like, no, I'm not purposely trying to die. So, like, I'm trying to be as... I want to hit 60 with one of those classes. But at the same time, it's like, how much do you guys want to see me level to 60 in hardcore with one character when there's 21 classes we got to get through? Have you done Stormcaller? Not yet. Not yet. That's why he's on the list. Or Stormcaller, if you're talking about the Stormbringer, yes, we have done the Stormbringer. Aside from the fact that I died by doing something dumb, while off camera, I loved it. We got all the way up to, like, level 38, 39, something like that. I mean, we were getting close to being done. Like, we were over the halfway point. And, I went to go get some shots, that I was going to try to use for some thumbnails, and wasn't paying attention because I was going back and forth between two different screens, and I come back to one and our guy was dead, and I was like, well, that sucks. But I love the story. It is definitely my main when I'm playing literally anything else. So I'm a huge fan of the Stormbringer. Yeah, it was not fun. So I'm fairly confident if we went back right now and started playing the Stormbringer, we could probably hit 60 with no problem. It just, especially if we go Maelstrom, it just does so much damage. It's currently what I'm leveling with my friend, Devin. Though I'm going Lightning with that one versus Maelstrom. We did get a build guide out if you are interested in looking at it. It is for a level 60 Lightning Stormbringer. I'm going to be working on the Maelstrom and Wind Stormbringer here soon. So it really just depends on, you know, how often I have to work on those. Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. What spec are you going? Gonna try Maelstrom. I can tell you this, when you hit level 11 with Maelstrom, it is overpowered. You get a skill called, oh man, what is that skill called? Stormflow. You get a skill at level 11 called Stormflow. Literally, you hit Stormflow on the target, and while it's channeling, you smash Shock until you can morph it at level 13 to Brine. and then it's game over from there. It is arguably the most busted spec that the the way I put it, at least in the build video, is Maelstrom is your leveling build. It's the one that's going to get you the most amount of damage, the fastest possible way to take out targets, basically forever, as long as they're coming to you. Whether you're doing heroic challenges like what I'm doing, or doing just standard play so you can do dungeons, Maelstrom is going to be your hardest hitting single target with AoE capability in, like, period. And then if you're going to do, if you're focused on, like, doing mana storms and dungeons, like group content, I would go lightning. The Arm of Thorum is going to be your single hardest hitting ability for the Stormbringer out of the 3 specs so far that I have found. It has a lot of skills that boost its damage. If you paired that with, say, a spellcasting... Oh. Where did that quest need to get turned in at? Oh, we forgot to kill somebody. That's why I was like, gosh dang it. But if you pair that with the spellcasting cultist, they get a skill that increases all damage dealt to the target by like 15%. You couple that with all of the stuff that the Stormbringer gets to max out Arm of Thorum very early on. You can easily do, 5k crits at like level 20. Like it's ridiculous. Like I'm already doing on the co-op hardcore challenge that my friend Devin and I are doing. He's playing the spellcaster cultist, and I'm doing the Stormbringer. And we are absolutely wrecking things. Get a elite to show up. He does the Darth Vader death grip from the cultist, and I pop my Arm of Thorum, sorry. I keep trying to call it Arc. Arm of Thorum ability when I'm at max static, plus all the automatic crits I get for it. And I'm doing 1,000 plus damage in one shot, and we're only like level, I'm gonna say like 15. So yeah, Stormbringer is arguably one of the best and friendliest characters to play so far. Yeah. No, it's fantastic. I would love to go back and try and level it again in solo play. I don't think anybody, like, I think there's other classes people would love to see me play first before we go back and try it again. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I love them. Are you playing Horde or Alliance, Paul? not good. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall out of stealth. Horde. Here's what's crazy. So I've looked it up. The Horde can level faster based on the fact that a lot of their quest and quest areas are very, like, go here, do 4 or 5 quests, come back, go over here, do 4 or 5 quests, come back. Whereas the Alliance is like, go way over here, do like 2 quests, to then go way back over here to turn them in, to then go way over here, do a couple quests, come way back. Like, they're moving a lot faster, right? And to make up for that, the Alliance actually gets a innate 5% bonus to all XP gain. Doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're able to speed run certain areas on the Alliance side, you will actually outlevel a Horde character. And then as far as Horde goes, the best place to start if you're wanting to get as much XP as possible is to start as an Orc or Troll, because they have more quests right here. And then if you do it the way my friend Devin and I have discovered, is as soon as you finish... Stop that. As soon as you finish the Valley of Trials, you actually run up here to Razor Hill, pick up all the quests here, then run all the way back down to Ascension Village. That might sound counterintuitive, but here's the thing. You can actually pick up a quest here in Razor Hill that's here in the Echo Isles. It's the Break a Few Eggs quest. And then you also get the Carry Your Own Weight quest here in Razor Hill, which you can do over here when you're doing the Centaurs. Once you finish the Echo Isles and the Centaurs and the stupid crabs that are in between here, you come back up to Ascension Village. You're going to pick up once you turn everything in, you pick up a quest called Shiny, which is along the road to Razor Hill anyway. So you pick those up, and if you're by yourself, you just bounce back and forth between this road. By the time you get to this point right here, you'll have all 6 that you need. You run over here, you do encroachment, or... It's not called encroachment. I forget what this one's called. You do that, then you come over here and do encroachment, because you're going to kill 1 set here. Then you kind of run up over this way. It's right about here. And you take out a bunch more here. Once you're done with all that, you come into town, you turn all those quests in. You're going to pick up Gnomish, or it's called, we call it Gnomish Tools, but that's not the name of the quest, because you got to come out here and pick up some wrenches. Then you come do this cave, along with the bonus quest that's right outside the cave to do. Then you come in here and you turn all 3 of those in. Then what I do is I go and turn in the Shinies quest. Pick up Queen's Decree. Then I run all the way over here to pick up the other guy's quest. Then I come all the way back down and I grab his bag quest, or I do the bag quest and the harpies by running through here. I come over here to the Torkin farm. I pick up Nisha's quest line. I come do the alligator. I come back, do Fizzle Darkclaw. Then I run out, turn in Misha's quest, turn in Queen's Decree. Pick up her next quest, because that's going to take me into Orgrimmar. I come up here and I turn in the bag quest. Pick up his next quest to kill the harpies here. Turn those in, come over here to Maghar, go up to the cave, go back to Maghar, and then I'm in Orgrimmar and the Barrens. It's arguably the fastest way to do that. If you play any other race, I highly recommend one of the most important things you can pick up, if I could hit the right buttons, there we go. It was here. Most important thing you can pick up, in my opinion, is the travel permit. Pick any other race starting zone. Tauren, which is terrible. I don't know why anybody would do it. Pick up the Undead or Blood Elf, which is over in the Undead area. Do the starting zone for those 2 races, and then immediately go to Valley of Trials. So, it's a little long-winded, but that is, in my opinion, the best and fastest way to level a Horde character. Period. End of story. Regardless of what server you're on, whether you're, with the exception of Elune and Area 52, because they're on Burning Crusade right now, so the Blood Elves actually have their own starting area. But if you're on Bronzebeard or COA, Horde is probably the fastest way to go for your first character. And then from there, I would recommend Alliance if you're wanting to have something unique to do. All right. How many of these quests can we actually do? Here's a World Forged item. Like, one of these guys sends me back to... Yeah, he wants me to go talk to the dude in Northern Barrens. Not gonna do it. Stop trying to get me to go.
Don't be shy.
Yep. Still nothing. I wonder if we need to log out and log back in to get that to work. I want Blood Elf, and the Undead starter zone is just really cool, though it is slow. Yes. Though it is faster than the entire Tauren starting area, period, end of story. As far as the Horde goes, Taurens are the slowest. I don't... man, mad respect for anybody that picks a Tauren, regardless of what class you pick. Mad respect for the Taurens and the people that go through the entire starting zone and secondary zone for the Tauren, because it is atrocious. Just abysmal leveling. For the Orc Troll area, I could usually, with heirloom gear, I can almost be level 9 before I leave to go do, like, Sinjin Village. Like, I'm level 8, 8.5, something like that, by the time I go start Sinjin Village. And that's if I don't pick any professions up. The Tauren, I'm lucky if I'm level 6. They have very few quests. They just don't have anything. It's crazy. I want to go all the way up here because there's just a ton of spiders here, and I think there's a wanted quest. Yeah, there's a wanted quest right there that takes me in there. I'm one of the few people that love the Tauren starting zone. It is very long though, so I get it. It's not that it's very long. It's just like when you go to Red Cloud Mesa, right? Let me get to... There we go. Red Cloud Mesa, right? Camp, whatever this is called. You end up having to run over here, and you take out some birds, and you run down here. Then it wants you to run back to turn in those 2 quests. You get a couple more quests that take you way over here to do, like, take out some cats, talk to another person. Then you run back to camp. Then you have to run way over here to the Bramblevine to do the pigs and the Quillboars. Then once those 2 quests are done, you come all the way, but there's actually a 3rd quest you can pick up here, which is the only real bonus quest. You come back up over here, you turn those in, and then you have to go do this new starting area, which only has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, total quests. And then you come back, you turn in stuff here, you turn in stuff here, you pick up another quest to come up here, and then you fly to Bloodhood Village. And again, you're lucky if you're level 6 or 7 by that point. Where even the undead, before you leave their zone, you're at least level 8. Again, if you're wearing heirloom gear. Or using a potion of... or not a potion, a scroll of experience. it's crazy how long that takes for the Tauren. And again, mad respect. I'm not trying to tell people don't play a Tauren. It's just not my cup of tea. I get you. I've played Tauren for a long while. Night Elf for Alliance. Let's see. So, back in retail, my first, like, quote-unquote main was a Tauren Druid, because we didn't have a Druid for the raiding guild at the time. Or we did, but they were tank, and they were like, I'm never changing from tank, and we were like, crap, we need a Druid healer for certain raid fights. So I went and made a Tauren Druid, because I was like, it's funny to be a cow that can shift into other forms. And then I got that to max level, and then by that point, we no longer needed the Druid, because our tank left and we picked up a healer. So I was like, yay, I don't have to be a Tauren. But the funny thing about being the Tauren Druid was I named him Draconis Dead. Because at the time, every character I made was some variation of Draconis. And I thought it would be funny to have a Tauren Druid that was a healer that had the word dead in his name, because it's like, I didn't heal you good enough. You died, kind of thing. And so, while leveling that character, I did a dungeon with somebody, and they whispered me, and they were like, dude, did I piss you off? And I was like, no, why? They were like, because my main is called Draconis, and your name is Draconis Dead. And I was like, nah, it's just all of my characters have prefix Draconis in them. And he's like, oh, so you're the reason I can't do certain names. So that was pretty funny. Let's see, we need 2 more venom spitters. Take you out. Boom. And go and do this. Well, all those quests are done. We're gonna run back to turn in the Blood Feeders quest before we run forward, because I just want to eliminate what we can here. I'm not doing escort quests because those things take way too freaking long and I hate them. But and then for the Alliance, let's see, my first max level Alliance character, I think, was human. No, it was Night Elf, because they were the only ones that could be a demon hunter. Oop, I am running the wrong direction to turn in that quest down there. Actually, if I'm going to run that way, I might as well come up here and take that out so I can go turn in her quest too. So, we'll go this way. I think this was actually a group quest. And we completed it with no problem. But yeah, that was my first Alliance max level character, was a Night Elf, so that I could play the Demon Hunter when they came out. Made her a tank. It was also one of the very first characters I ever did that did not use the word Draconis in it. I want to say her name was Anaya Hunter or something like that. I don't remember. Demon Hunters are cool. I really like the new Devourer over on retail. I went and played it, started doing Midnight. Problem is there's so many higher named people doing Midnight content on World of Warcraft stuff that I was getting next to no views. Build guides are arguably pointless. So that limits me on what I can do there. So it was just overall, Midnight is great, but from a content creation perspective, there's not a whole lot that I can do. There's no hardcore mode for me to do over there. I could do a self-imposed like Iron Man run, where if the character ever dies, you know, it's game over kind of thing. That's part of the reason why we came back to Ascension, was I get better viewership, more content can be done, because build guides, hardcore challenges, things of that nature. Midnight is a lot of fun, but yeah, there's so many people making content. I do a Windwalker monk, so they're kind of bad right now. Yeah, unfortunately, the only classes seeming to get love on retail are the Demon Hunter class, and I want to say the other one that's been getting at least some attention, because I have a feeling they're getting ready to release a new spec for it, is the Death Knight. Because there's rumors they're going to be making a Lich Death Knight as a fourth class for them. Or fourth spec, rather. Unless they're going to get rid of Frost DK and make it a Lich DK. Yeah, they, like, somebody that's, you know, up there in the community, they got to speak with the dev team at Blizzard, and basically part of their conversation was like, now that you're adding the Devourer to Demon Hunters to give them a third spec, like, are there any other classes that are going to get that same kind of attention? Yes. And
do you know where a lighter is?
do I know where what is?
A lighter?
A lighter.
Yeah.
Why do you need a lighter, you pyromaniac?
Because Haley needs it and I'm asking for her.
Why does Haley need a lighter?
Because for her candle.
Y'all burn anything in this house but a candle, y'all gonna make me upset.
Thank you.
Children. But yeah, they threw out that they were potentially looking at making several other new specs for different classes, but they had no real time frame, and basically they surmised that there may be one new spec per year, which is odd, because that also implies that they may not be working on any new content, so to speak, or it's each time they add a new expansion, a new class gets a rework or a new spec. And if that's the case, I mean, yay, that gives us something a little more to look forward to than just, hey, we got a new expansion, potentially more levels. I have a feeling that they're going to do another level squish at some point. It says there is a quest in the cave over there. Get the mysterious ore from Hesnick after he finishes mining it. I don't know. I'm not gonna go out that way. Himself isn't the worst spec right now, but what makes it bad is that the Brewmaster and Mistweaver are just so strong that you wouldn't want them as to not class stack. Yeah, I mean, Mistweaver has always been ridiculous powerful. I remember when they first came out, and you could have Mistweaver monks out DPSing the DPS and out healing all of the healers while out DPSing the DPS. Like, it was insane. Like, Mistweavers would be outputting, you know, 100k heals and doing like 200k DPS at top tier gear. And they finally nerfed it back and was like, no, if you're a healer, you shouldn't be out DPSing DPS. Even if you're playing a DPS healer, which is what the Mistweaver is, essentially. And, especially since Mistweavers were doing all that healing by just spamming crane kick. It was just like, you'd watch them throw down their Jade Dragon Totem thing, and then run out into combat with everybody and just start smashing spinning crane kick while they had energy, and then maybe do a couple punches here or there, and then do it again. And you were like, bro, what the crap? Like, how are you doing so much damage and still out healing everybody? And that's out. They would throw a couple hots here and there, but mostly it was spinning crane kick and the Jade Totem. What made Brewmaster so unique was the fact that they added damage, not really mitigation, because like warriors had that, paladins had mitigation, but they had the ability to offset the damage they took over time versus all at once. Could still get you super killed if your healer wasn't paying attention, but it made it to where instead of you taking 200 points of damage right up front, you took 200 points of damage over like 8 seconds. So it's way better. I love the panda class. There are the panda race. I would love to see 2 more races get added to Ascension. They'll never do it, but I would love for them to. I would love the Pandarans to come in, since they can be both Horde and Alliance. And the way Ascension works is, oh, excuse me, it doesn't care if you're Horde or Alliance. When you're doing dungeons, you can group with either, which makes it great. Same thing with the auction house. It's just one auction house instead of one for the Alliance, one for the Horde. But I would love to have pandas come in, and I would love to have an actual Draktheran race, especially since they got rid of the Draktheran form from our Pyromancers. I don't know why they chose to do that. It makes no sense to me. The Draktheran form made the Pyromancer super unique. As one of its specs, you got to just be permanently in Draktheran form.
Glory to the Horde.
So I'm not sure what the reasoning was,
Loktar,
but
go
oh
forth
well.
to victory. Farewell.
Alright, so we're gonna turn that in, and we got like 30 minutes left before I gotta get off and get ready for work, unfortunately. We are almost level 26. Not a whole lot of leveling got done today, sadly. Well, no, not true. We started off at 17. Yeah, We were 17 this morning when we first got started. So now we're 25, almost 26. So we're good. What do? I work for a company called Mathis Home here in Oklahoma. I work in the internet sales department. I sell furniture. So, that's what currently pays the bills. So, as much as, and I say it a lot, as much as I would love to be doing YouTube full time, I can't afford to do YouTube full time yet, or Twitch, for that matter. But one day, we'll get there. Just takes time and patience, man. Alright, so we're gonna run over here, turn in this quest real quick so we can get the inn, just in case. And then pick up all the quests that we can, and then try to do some short-ranged quests, since we've got 30 minutes left. Oh, looks like we're up to 5 votes. What have we got so far? Looks like Reaper is at 60%, guys. Starcaller's at 40, so not too far behind. Looks like nobody is liking the Templar. I don't blame you. I played the Templar up to, like, level, I don't know, 10. It was not fun. Aside from the fact that, for whatever reason, it gets a permanent walk-on-water ability. I don't even think we made it to 10. We may have made it to 10. I don't remember. But that's where the current voting is at. 60% Reaper, 40% Starcaller. Now, bear in mind, whichever one wins, though, before the end of the stream, that will be if this guy bites the dust or hits level 60, whichever is first. I am doing my absolute best to not die. Again, I feel like getting to 60 would be great. I have conflicting, opinions, you know what I mean? Like, I want to get to 60, but I also want to make sure that I'm putting out content you guys want to see, which includes specs and classes that you guys want to see. But as a hardcore challenge, it's like, you got to keep going until you die. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to die, but at the same time, I'm like, like, we need to die so that we can do another character. Or quickly get to level 60. But I think Reaper will be really fun. It's got a dual-wield assassin build that does really well. The tank build can do really well. It's got some self-sustain. And then it's got a standard two-handed DPS spec. So it's all melee. Why I picked the ones that I picked for the vote is because I don't typically do melee. I typically do ranged, and I'm actually having a little bit of fun with the melee right now. So 24 versus 5. We're definitely going 24.
Go with we shall meet.
Let's grab the inn real quick.
Glory to the Horde.
And oddly, our stuff is still
For the
bugged.
Horde. Speak, friend.
Did I accidentally sell any? No, I didn't. Okay. That was not what I wanted to do, dang it. Ah, too many buttons.
Mogra.
What? That the vendors are all bugged out?
What can I do for you?
I figure it's whatever update they just did, like early this morning, late last night.
Farewell.
I mean, I'm able to do my professions. And since I have a book... wrong book. Since I have a book, if I get any skill ups, I'm able to use the book to get them. So that I'm not worried about. I mean, we did it earlier today. We spent time doing professions. But, yeah, the fact that the vendors are all jacked up, I'm hoping that that gets addressed pretty quick. Whole afternoon I can't play because of rolling disconnects.
What brings you here?
I mean, we haven't gotten booted. Which server are you trying to play on, Jester? By the way, awesome name. I'm a huge Critical Role fan, and Jester is probably my favorite out of all the characters so far that they've done up to Season 4. Laura Bailey is an absolute chaos genius. But yeah, what server do you play on?
Greetings. Walk with the earth.
Alright, check all these. That's a dungeon, can't do it. No. The reserve letter takes us to 1,000 Needles. Alright, let's see if there's anything we can do quickly. I think going out here, I want to say there's a new area here that also has some quests, so we're going to go over there and see if that's the case.
Looking for something special?
No, I was hoping that your inventory got fixed, you special. But, yeah. Yeah. Got a lot going. Oh. Yeah, like I was looking at it, and either I gotta start, in order for me to make YouTube and Twitch a primary for me, and then have like a secondary income, potentially, in order for me to be able to do this as a full-time job anyway, I would need roughly to generate about $2,000 a month. And though the channel is doing phenomenal, in my opinion, after dedicating the last year of just hardcore trying to put out better and better content, and finding, you know, where I fit in the niche, and you know, trying out different games to try and improve and find out where I can do well at. It's still a work in progress. Either I gotta get some sponsorships to finally go through, or I need to get a bunch of people to join as members, something. But like I said, it's, to me, I don't see it as a maybe, I just see it as someday. Like, I'm doing what I can as best as I can, because I enjoy doing this. And it also, the neat side effect of doing YouTube is, yeah, it's a lot of work, but at the same time, it allows me to spend more time with friends and family and do things of that nature. So it's one of those things, like, I enjoy doing YouTube because it gives me more opportunity to do other things. And then being in a job where I'm at right now, it's actually allowed me to work on YouTube even when I'm not at home. Because as long as I'm doing my job, when the phone rings or somebody texts in, I'm able to I'm able to sit at work and do minor editing and things of that nature. Wyvern eggs. Ooh, got 3 there. Ah! Oh, I don't think I have a deep moss. Done bitter whistle already. We'll check that here in just a second. I said, go down. Thank you. And then it looks like this side's up again. Oh wow, we went from having 3 to being basically done. Should we just wait for that one to respawn then? I think I'm going to. Get that. Well, we'll keep going. Because we've also got the stupid acorns that we need to gather up. And we need 10 of those. And we can run over to this island, because I know there's nests over there. I want to try and hit level 26 before we gotta get off. Ooh. Should we go for it? We're gonna go for it. Woo. Oh. Oh, snap. Okay, so that really hurt. That dude hits like a truck. I don't know if we almost got him down either. He's got 2.8k health. That's a lot. Oh, we were doing water engraving. Whoops. Because we're going to pick this up at a certain point, and that's going to be awesome for us. Okay, that quest is now done. We might come back tomorrow and try him. Well, I don't know. Again, tomorrow it depends. Because, like, tomorrow is Sunday. And I'll be honest, based on looking at other Sundays that I stream, I don't really get a whole lot of views on Sunday. So I may use Sunday and Thursdays as my day to make build guides. So that might be the thing that we do. There is a World Forged item over here. I think there's actually 2. No, just the 1 up over here. That's a seed. This is the World Forged item. My small hope, just so you guys know, like, one of the big reasons I wanted to come back... There's another one. Maybe we try that guy instead of the other one. So this one's a level 27. Rare. Right, 3, 2, 1... Oh, hit him. Ah! Should have gone invis, but he was almost dead. Gosh, dang it. I feel freaking terrible now, man. We almost had that guy. Almost. We were one hit away. Jesus. Gah. Alright, well. We can put an end to the vote. So Reaper won. So I guess we'll go ahead and make our Reaper and get that started. Gah. Y'all said it was literally one hit away. One hit away. That's... Now, I'm not going to delete the Runemaster, even though the hardcore run is done for him, because I don't have a level 60 version of it. I still need to get the Fellsworn back up to 60. He's prestiged right now. We've got 2 build guides left on this guy to do. I've got to do 3 for this one. I need to do all 3 for this one, all 3 for this one, and all 4 for this guy. So I'm going to leave the Runemaster there. And then for the one that was talking about the Stormbringer, as you can see, I am doing a dual stream with my friend Devin. Here's the lightning guy that we're doing. So, yeet. Alright, so let's go here. Question is what race do we want to do the Reaper? Me, personally, I'm okay with doing... Oh, orcs can't do it. What about trolls? Oh, so we can't do orc or troll as a Reaper. We can only do undead and blood elves. So if that's the case... Yeah, I think... I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go undead or blood elf for Reaper? Undead? Okay, Brandon, we'll do undead. Blood elf. Uh-oh. Hey, anybody else? Gotta break the tiebreaker. I mean, I'll be honest, I think the Blood Elf will look way better in the transmog I'm thinking about going. I mean, we're just doing the I mean, I've got several different transmogs we can go, and I think the Blood Elf male will probably be the best look for it. Alright, we'll do that. We'll go Blood Elf male. We'll do Undead at some point, is probably like a Knight of Azeroth or something of that. Got it. Okay. Okay. We'll definitely do Undead next, though. Hardcore Soul Reaper. Okay. Enable transmog. Next. We'll be able to start hardcore and probably get the first quest done. For this guy, professions wise, we'll do first aid, mining, and blacksmithing, just to kind of showcase the profession a little bit, because we haven't done really a whole lot with professions. Like, enchanting was the most that we did. Whee! Finish. Let's get all this out of the way real quick. Okay. Save. Then I want to go to LUI. Profile. Here. Boom. That is reap for birds. Move this uselessness over there. Move this over here. Hide. You down here. And then before we can start getting our bound gear, we gotta go over here. Hardcore. Activate. So, in order for us to be able to get what we need, you got to make sure you accept the hardcore quest. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally done that without doing the hardcore quest first. Move you down here, move you down here. Delete these real quick. Now, since I don't know what specific build we're going to go yet, we are going to stick to, like, that's a polearm, so we're going to go pick up this. And then I know we don't use mana, we use energy, if I remember correctly, right? So then, am I able to wear a bow? Yes, deliver. We want to go warrior. And then we'll go strength for now. Oh. Okay, Lionheart and Vanguard, and 2 of these, and then I need this. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't see the cloak, but apparently I already had it. So there we go. All right, and then let's go wardrobe because we got to get that set up real quick. Cosmetics, loot, sets. I think going, where's it at? This, and then using our scythe. I mean, There we go.
Trust no one.
P. We want to pick up Book of Artisans, Book of Ascension. Move you two over here. All right. Oh. There we go. Let's see. Did they still make it to where professions are free to pick up, or do they cost? Okay, good. So we want to pick up first aid, miner, and blacksmith. And then for giggles, we'll pick up those. And there we go. Now we can't pick anything else up right now. We move that down here. We move that down here. We get rid of you, because we're not going to do the trees. And we get rid of the fishing pole, because we don't do fishing. But then that way we can get some free XP by just picking up some mining. Look at that, level 2 already. Come here. Okay. This gets moved down here. Man, it always creeps me out. Like, you can see these eyeballs. That was a neat effect that they did for the plants out here. Absolutely phenomenal. What did they just spam in chat? World Forged. Over 1,800 hidden treasures scattered across Azeroth. Ventures off the beaten path to discover World Forged gear tucked away in forgotten caves, ancient towers, and remote corners of the world. Treasure, spoils, and adventure await the bold. Yeah, well, that's on all their servers, but...
Hello?
I'm picking up the quest. I was like, why is it not letting me select? Alright. We can go a little bit longer than normal today. I just want to get... Just want to level up, get some of these quests done real quick.
Be quick about your business.
Normally, I get off at 11, which gives me plenty of time to, like, you know, get dressed and relax a little bit before I actually have to run or drive to work. Really, not run, but drive to work. But we'll finish up the Paw quest and the Mindless Ones quest real quick. There's level 3. Woo, starting to hit hard. We have 1 copper, otherwise I would get skills popped up, but we're going to complete both of these quests, get any new skills that we have after we turn them in, empty out our inventory, all that fun stuff, and then we'll call it a day today, and then we'll be back at it working tomorrow on the Reaper. Or not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing build videos. Potentially. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel when I get off work tomorrow. Because, or no, tomorrow I'll, no, because I'm bowling twice this week anyway, so I'm not going to go, practice tomorrow. So yeah, we'll either stream or we're going to work on videos tomorrow. It'll be one of the two. So, we'll either get a build guide out for the, Stormbringer, or we will get, a stream out tomorrow. And then Monday, we'll definitely be streaming. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, from what I understand, we will be... Oh, we're done with that one. We need the zombies and ghouls. Hey, look! I see more players. Nice. Okay. There we go. Almost done with this quest. There's just so many people out here now. It's weird. It felt like a dead server all day today, and then we come to the end zone. Maybe this is where everybody's been hanging out. Let's go grab the World Forged item here. We missed one back in that other building, but we can pick it up later. Okay. And we need one more of those. There he is. Oh, okay, close enough to throw your birds. Okay. Alright, those two quests are done. Let's go turn those in so that we can pick everything else up. We can sell everything. We're keeping this, and we're keeping this. Grab your quest.
And you are.
16, 12, okay.
Do not seek death.
This had better be good.
Mindless ones, 20, 13. Rattling the battle cages, we'll pick that up. That got us to level 4.
What is it?
Already doing really well.
What now?
We're at 26 copper.
What would you ask of death?
And of course, vendors are still bugged. Now we're up to 10 silver. So let's go ahead and... no, we don't want to do that one first. We want to do these first. Get our skills. Soul Harvester, Soul Rend, Spectral Stride, and Underwalk. So, move that. Soul Rend. Rend an enemy dealing. That can go here. What I want to do is put Underwalk, just like we did on the other one. We go invisible. This allows us to teleport behind the target and strike them. So I want to show that off real quick. Because this skill is going to be incredibly important here in a minute. Or when we hit level 10. Look at that. Just absolutely nuke people when you teleport behind them. The only downside is going to be waiting on Underwalk. At least early on, we'll absolutely obliterate them. But, yeah, so that right there, guys. Sorry that the Rune Master died. That was not my intent. We were so close to taking out that rare. I just got overconfident, man. It happens. But, God. But anyway, guys, we're going to work on more build videos for you guys. We're going to be doing more content for the Reaper. We're going to get the Rune Master leveled all the way up so I can do build videos for the Rune Master. My goal is to get all of the classes re-leveled up to 60 as best I can. Do the build videos for you guys. My real hope is that at some point this draws enough attention that the dev team will actually get off their rear ends and finish getting this so that it goes live so that everybody can play it. That is my hope for these challenges that we're doing. Anyway, hopefully, if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel. It does two things. Number one, it lets me know I'm doing a fantastic job, but more importantly, it lets you guys know when I go live. It also would be a great help if you would give it a big thumbs up over on YouTube. It helps the algorithm so that more people can see the content and then hopefully enjoy it. And then outside of that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Be loved. And as always, stay legendary. Peace out, heroes.